Hello friends, how you doing? Day 367, Friday night. It's all 6 p.m. And I'm just coming in to you and just want to talk about a subject where we are all familiar with, I think. Whether we have it or we know somebody who is drowning in it, which is student loan debt. Oh my gosh. And this topic actually was spurred on by a post. I think my friend Rhiannon, I think she's the one who posted it. It was I think it was a Twitter post on student loan debt, and he's like, "This is my student loan amount. I don't stress because it ain't ever getting paid off. How much is yours?" And he has a picture showing $82,649. That's quite a chunk of change to be in debt. And nowadays, things change over time, and I believe we all are aware that nowadays a bachelor's degree is not the same as it used to be 20 years ago. Unless you're 20 years old, you don't really know. However, back in the day, that actually separated you from the masses, because not everyone had a bachelor's degree. Nowadays, a large chunk of people have a bachelor's degree. And to even be to put yourself quote unquote ahead of the pack, you'll have to do further education or something else. And so I think nowadays young people are recognizing that a bachelor's doesn't actually give you or guarantee you anything, and they're looking at other alternatives like trade schools or entrepreneurship or social media influencer. There's so many different opportunities nowadays. However, the question I have is, why are there still so many people in massive debt? And I understand when you're young, I know from my experience, my parents, they pushed education on me so hard. Why? For them, growing up in Vietnam, that was what success was. You had to go to higher level learning. And that was never really a question for them. They required me basically to go. But that was never my dream. I value education, higher education, but that was not my dream. So I still went, got my piece of paper, made them happy, and I'm proud of it. Don't get me wrong, I call it a piece of paper, but I'm still very proud of my education. But it just didn't give me a leg up. And so the question is, do you have any student loan debt? And if so, if you want to share, go ahead, share. But the question is, when you went to school, why did you go to school? I think I hear so many times, like students nowadays, young students who are 18, 19, 20, and I ask them, oh, so what are you taking at school? Why? They're like, oh, I'm taking this, but I'm not too sure what I'm going to do. So why are you going? They're like, well, my parents want me to go. And I can understand that for sure. And the question, again, I guess, goes to the parents now. Why do you want your kids to go to university or college? Because I think we all understand that. It's, like I said before, it's not the same. It's not the same as it was before. And so I don't know if parents realize, but they're saddling their kids into tens of thousands, and some people six figures in student loan debt, which for most of them, they're never going to pay off. And so that also brings me to another subject, which is the system. The educational system. Are higher level institutions, are they actually there to educate you, or is it run more like a business nowadays? And I think it is the latter. When I look at how much tuition has risen in the last few decades, and it's kind of mind-boggling, holy smokes. And especially in the U.S., tuition, holy smokes, I can't believe how much some of you pay down there. Crazy amounts, holy smokes. I can't even imagine. I'm very grateful for Canada. At least it's decent down here, up here. And so here are some of the here's some of the screenshots of some of the responses. So one post is that mine's currently about $65,000. I've been paying it off for 7 years. It was $50,000 when I started. In other words, their loan has risen. Another one. Fun times. I'm 13 plus years out of school. Pretty sure that total never goes down. My alma mater has the nerve to send me requests for donations too. I'm still paying. WTF, you need more? And they have $76,000 in debt. Here's another one. I've already paid over $100,000 and still owe a grip. 81,000 current balance. Let's see. Wow. The next one, screenshot. Principal balance, $262,000. Outstanding interest, $57,600. Current balance, $319,984. Wow. Really? Like, for the average person, how are you ever going to pay that off? That's just, again, crazy. Okay, I'll read one more. My student loans is almost 90 grand. I'm willing to return this master's degree for 50% off. That's a good one. That's quite humorous. And here's another humorous one, if you will. Mine is 100 grand plus, but I plan on treating my student loans like how my baby daddy treats child support. It's a little dig, obviously. Man, here's another one. Unpaid principal, $211,000. Unpaid interest, $19,800. And so, yeah, it's kind of crazy if you think about it. Okay, I'll read one last one. Mine is well over 60 grand still, and I graduated high school in 91. I've also never been in default or collections. That should tell you all you need to know about the system. And so, I'm just sharing that to really ask people to think, you know, if your parents, are you forcing your kids down a certain path that actually handcuffs them or handicaps them to create the life that they want? And you know what? If your child's dream requires higher education, then great. But are you forcing kids to go when they don't even know why they're going? And if so, why? Right? I just look in the mirror and ask, you know, would it be so bad if my kid took a year off, maybe a gap year, to kind of figure things out, figure out who they are as they grow into young adults? Anyway, that's all I have to share today. I hope this spurs some thinking and some reflection, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.